can you share how you infuse the plasmonics into your products? I've had people ask me that already. So,
Absolutely, yeah. So well, we can go into a little detail. There's a whole world of physics called plasmonics. You can research that. It's surprisingly large part of the global GDP, and it influences so many things. In fact, it's used in diabetic needles. It's used in semiconductors and a lot of satellites. They'll use plasmonics on a lot of their solar panels for optimizing how light interacts with those panels. Plasmonics allows you to manipulate the surface of a metal and how it works with how it interacts with light. So we
mhm.
have designed back 30 some years ago, began research. At the time, we worked with a lot of universities and agencies to develop and prove out that we could develop a device that you could put the metal plates through, and it would restructure the actual surface metal of the metal plasmonically. And now that creates a structure in here where light, when natural photons hit it, it redirects it in a very strong beam of light right off the surface of this plate. So these are very directional in what it's doing, but we put in what we call, it's kind of a big word, but it's called resonant photonic harmonics. So everything, if we think about what Tesla said, if you want to understand the world and the way we live, you think about frequency and vibration. Everything is in resonance and is resonating. This metal is resonating. So are the photons. When energy hits this, when light hits this, that photon, a little bit of energy goes into the metal, but a majority of it is going to reflect back off with the properties of this metal, which is why we see it as silver. We see that wavelength that is this color, but that photon that is interacting with our eyes to allow us to see this has harmonics on it as well, and it absorbs the energy that we embed in these plates, so that when it interacts with our body, it's taking all of those harmonics with it. So it's through a process called plasmonics. It's a chamber, and it's a pretty manual process. It's a lot of labor. It takes a few weeks to actually produce these plates, and then each plate has multiple orientations that we have to be very specific on how we align these plates. So it's quite a process to produce these, which adds to the cost of the product. But the application is extremely straightforward for the user. So what we've done is we've made a product that we can use very easily, but it's a very complex process to get there.
Great, great. So when you say when the light hits the surface, now are we talking about natural light outside or indoor light? Does it make any difference as long as it's light? Or...
That's right. Yeah. Any form of natural photons, any light that hits this, whether it's from your body that's produced, this pendant, ideally, we encourage you, recommend you to wear it underneath your shirt. I get a lot of questions about that. People are asking, well, when it's under your shirt, is it working? Well, your body is producing light, but there's also natural light that goes right through the clothing as well, that interacts and activates these plates. So I call it activated photonic plates, energy plates, but there's a very remarkably small amount of photonic activity is required to activate the plates. So even at nighttime, you could put it under your pillow. It seems to us very dark, but photonically speaking, there's still plenty of activity going on there.
Great. And what you just brought up about wearing it too, I've not made mention here because you've said it to me before. We really want to wear this over our thymus gland, folks. The thymus gland actually is where T cells and NK killer cells are manufactured for your immune system. So the whole idea here is the thymus gland is about the size of a walnut, by the way. So it's right here below your breastbone. You can't miss it. So if you bring it down, Dan's got instructions how to lengthen your pendant and everything. Wear it right over that so you'll keep that thymus gland vitalized and just keep it very, very powerful.